Spencer Lewis for InsideTrackNews.com. We're with the Instant Classic Andy Kamrath, car number 35 in the limited late model division at a Sunset Speedway. We're previewing the upcoming Sunset Velocity 250 event scheduled for September 27th and 28th, I do believe. www.sunsetspeedway.ca, gate times and ticket prices. Andy, we're talking all about the Velocity. It's really one of the first crown jewel events. Obviously, it's the playoff season starts with the Gary Reynolds Memorial. It ends with the Autumn Colors Classic. The Velocity sort of sandwiched right in between, and it draws some of the best cars in the province. You're going to be right in the thick of it, my friend. Car number 35, are you going to be ready for the challenge for the 75-lap feature event?
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready for any invitation they got to throw us. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. We're going to change some things for Velocity. We stayed pretty close to the same setup this year. Changed a few things. We're going to try something a little different for Velocity.
Would a victory at the Velocity sort of make up for some of the struggles you had all the way through 2013? I know you guys had such high hopes. You, Sean McWhirter, the rest of the Streamline Race Products team coming into Sunset this year, wanted to rattle off a couple of wins. You got the goose egg so far in the W column, my friend, but would a triumph at the Velocity make up for all that?
I'd say Velocity on colors would make up for it. Velocity itself, yeah, it's a pretty big event. You're going to get 90%, 85% Sunset cars. Are going to be the same guys we're going to run against every week. You're going to have the Parkers come in. McTeer, heard he's got a crate motor. He thinks he's going to come in, and, that's going to make it a lot better. Biggest thing about Velocity, you got track time. Anything with Sunset. So, it's going to bring our confidence up going into Peterborough and just keep rolling with the punches.
Now, you're primarily known as a long-run driver. You seem to excel in extended distance competition. 75 laps is right within your wheelhouse. What is it about your style that just gels so well with races that are more than 50 laps in length in a limited late model?
I like those races. We run 30 laps every night. What's the biggest problem? It's who gets to the front first. What lane moves? 75 laps. You're more than doubling your regular feature race time. It's not just okay, what lane you're going to be in, what lane's going to move. It's giving you 75 laps. It's giving those guys that aren't throwing tires on, give them a bit to fall off of, and let's show some setup kind of come into play here and let things come to the front.
Now, it reignites the crate versus built debate, obviously. When you're going 75 laps, is it possible that we're going to see built engine packages sort of struggle with the strain they place on their brakes and their tires in a 75-lap race?
Biggest thing with builts there is use so much right rear tire. 90% of the guys use so much right rear tire, I should say. Getting into the corner, getting off the corner. I raced solid for a long time. It was mostly getting off because you got flat track. Sunset used a lot of that right rear tire. Getting into the corner, keeping that rear end underneath you. Built motor, you maybe not use so much getting into the corner, but you're going to use a heck of a lot getting off. So let's say first 50 laps, maybe it's going to be a built motor. It's all going to be about saving your stuff and getting to the end. I
mean, Sunset Speedway is not an easy place to figure out. It typically does lend itself primarily to home track drivers. You're going to have an advantage waltzing into a 75-lap feature event there. But is there an out-of-towner that you could point to that says that you can say, we'll have an easier time maybe at the Velocity than some of the other invaders?
I can't say really any out-of-towner is going to come in and like we talked about. Nobody's going to come into our backyard and run good. I really wouldn't consider Sunset my big backyard yet. I've only ran a year there. Guys like Jason Parker is going to run good. He's been there a lot of times. He's turned a lot of laps there. He's going to have an upper hand. Gordy Shepard. Gordy ran there a few times. Ran there earlier in the year. Ran good, come back in the second part of the year, didn't run as good. But like I say, it's the biggest thing is just turning laps in the place.
Where does the Velocity 250 rank for you amongst the current crop of crown jewels in Ontario?
I'd say probably this day and age, it'd probably be a number 2 kind of thing. Everybody's going to Autumn Colors, win Autumn Colors. Autumn Colors it's the thing to do. You got to win Autumn Colors. I've been trying to do it for years now. I'd rather take a DNF at Velocity and win Autumn Colors, but at the same time, Velocity's a big deal too. Velocity's a big track to get around. It's hard, and I'd say it's number 2 compared to Autumn Colors.
Go ahead and thank the sponsors that are going to make this weekend possible for you, Andy.
Definitely like AM Roofing. I work for them. They're awesome people to deal with. All Star Wings. They keep all of us fed halftime during the week, stuff like that. We meet up. They're awesome people to deal with. Duraflow Roof Fence. imageDrops.ca, they keep the car working good, and my family, my girlfriend, we just bought a house, and that's kind of, the tire bill is going to be a little bit big over the crown jewels, so let's hope that's all good, and we'll just go from there.
She probably won't have a couch and lots of craft dinners, but that's okay.
Hey, I'm all good with craft dinner.
There's nothing wrong with some hot dogs. It's delicious. There you have it, Sunset Speedway. Follow him on Twitter at Andy Kamrath 35. Heading into the Crown Jewel season, driver the 35 at Sunset Speedway. It's the Instant Classic Andy Kamrath. Andy, thanks for the time, my friend.
No problem.